This is my corner of the internet where I like to talk about yarn. You can find me on the internet as Andi The Knittress most places, as well as TheKnottyKnittress or my website, TheKnottyKnittress.com. This is episode 64. It is September 24th, and when I'm filming this, I don't know when I'll get it posted, but regardless, yeah, it's been just a little bit, about a month since I filmed an episode, and I have some FOs. So we'll start with what I'm wearing. This is my Voyage by Wool and Pine. This was definitely a voyage. I cast this on in April of 2024 and slowly worked on it. I really did enjoy the color work. I kind of did like a chart a day whenever I picked it up. So what I do when I knit things is I put a stitch marker on each day that I pick it up. And when I took them all off, it was 50 stitch markers. So 50 days it took me to knit this gorgeous cardigan. This was knit in the round and it was steeked up the front as well as at the sleeves. And I just really like it. I'm feeling like art teacher vibes today in this, which is a good thing. This was super fun to make. What I did with this was I took a whole bunch of minis that I had in my stash, and I took a picture of them all and turned it black and white, and I divided everybody into their grays. So the really light ones, the mid-tones, the darker mid-tones, and then the more black grays, and I separated them all. And then randomly, whenever the chart changed, whatever the chart showed is what I used, because the chart that came with this, it had 4 tones between white and, it was white, light gray, dark gray, and black. So if the chart said use a white and a dark gray, I grabbed from the white and the dark gray bag, etc., etc. And I think that really made it definitely a fun adventure to work on. I'm super happy that it's finished. I really love it, and I recommend making it. It's a super fun project. I've seen some gorgeous versions of it over on Ravelry. So yay, that's off my needles. It's been on there forever. Also, since we're doing, this was what I'm wearing / FO, I finished my ranunculus that I showed last time. This worked up so quickly. I think I finished it that night maybe, or the day after, whatever. It was like the day after I posted. I had finished this, and I really love this. I will pop in a little video here maybe, or pictures of me wearing it. It's super cute. I just absolutely loved it. This blocked out wonderfully. Over on my Instagram, there's a video of like kind of before and after blocking, what it looks like. It's a huge difference. So go over and check that out maybe. This is a pattern by Midori Hirose. I knit this in the yarn that I've already listed in the little title thing. I don't remember. It was some sort of a fave sock set like gradient kit. So I finished that. I finished this. Who am I finishing things? Oh my goodness. I also have another FO. I finished my Go-Go Dynamo. Hello. How gorgeous is this? I love it so much. I'm super excited. I always try to finish the West Knits MCALs before the new one starts. So I'm super happy to have finished this in September, and I just have to weave in all my ends. They're all hanging out there. Most of them just actually need to be snipped because I did the weave in Steven, but I have to go through and verify that I did that and snip them all. But it's just been hanging out in my shop to show off, to entice people to knit the new one with me. I've got a few people convinced. We're going to do a little like in-shop hangout party each Thursday afternoon to, you know, track our progress. I don't necessarily keep up with the West Knits MCal like each week, but I just thoroughly enjoy like peeking at the videos, seeing what everybody's doing, just being a part of that community. And I'm happy if I finish it before next October. So this is last year's MCal, the Go-Go Dynamo. I knit this in some Boss Kitty yarn and Always Be Kind yarn, and so the green is Oogie Boogie by Always Be Kind, the white is Mithril by Boss Kitty, the purple is Purple Nurple by Boss Kitty, and the black is some Active Super Garn, and the mohair is by Hearing Colors Dye Works. So the mohair is the pink. I like to do a mohair dare and a color opportunity every time. It's always fun for me to just throw that in there, but I can't wait for it to get really cold so that I can wear this all the time. So, look at me. I finished like 3 things. I never finish things anymore. This is awesome. So, yeah. And because I'm like on a finishing roll, I'm trying really hard. We've got like 6 days left in this month, 7 days. I'm trying really hard to finish this whip because it's almost done. This is a sweater that I need to have done by November, but I'd like to get it done before I start the MCal. So this is the Warp and Weft Raglan by Jessie Maid. I get to go see her at Sacred Sheep in Portland in November. So I have been cruising on this. I've got the neckline done. I've got the bottom done. All I have to do is pick up and knit 2 sleeves. We're gonna see if I can do that. I've been trying. I've been really focusing and trying to get everything, you know, done. I do have another project that I will be casting on this weekend, so I won't get a whole lot of knitting time in on this, and I'll talk about that in a minute. And I forgot to bring all my stuff over, but I'll just talk about it and pop in a picture of maybe my color choices and whatever. Anyway, so this is by Jessie Maid. This yarn is Junction Mill Fiber Arts in a few of their colors. I think there's like Brat and Pink Pony Club and one of them's called Vamp maybe, and I don't remember what the orange is called. But I will have all that over on my Ravelry. You're welcome to check that out. It's always linked down below. But do we think I can do 2 sleeves before the end of the month? Are you guys going to cheer me on? Because I would love if I could finish this in September, because that means I finished this in September. Editing Andy here. I actually didn't finish that ranunculus in September. It got finished in the end of August, but it was still a short amount of time with which I finished all of those garments. So yeah. Finished this in September. I finished my Go-Go Dynamo in September, and if I could finish this in September, then this is that magic month of the year when I finish like a whole bunch of things that I cast on a long time ago. So that's what I'm excited to do. I don't really have very much because I just feel like I talked to you guys. I mean, this is kind of it. This is what I've been working on, because I was like, I've been kind of monotonous. Monogamous, not monotonous. I'm monogamous with my knitting. Well, it wouldn't be a filming episode day for me if I didn't get interrupted or have issues with storage. One of these days I'm gonna get that all figured out. But anyway, I was saying that like it's that magic month of the year where I'm finishing things. So yeah, I'm excited. I did find another whip. I have this hat is Toff, T-O-P-H, Toff by Woolly Wormhead. I cast this on September 15th, which was Make a Hat Day. I did not finish, clearly, because here it is. This is a really fun knit. It's all garter stitch, so it's just knits with some short rows. And I'm really enjoying this. It's going to be kind of cute, like, you know, like a cute little hat. This is knit in some yarn that I got locally from it's a local farm to me. It is called Looking Glass Farm. So these sheep, why is that not focusing? These sheep live local. They're sheared local, spun, and dyed local. And I just love this. The owner of that is Robin. She actually has some yarn on Etsy, I do believe. I will try and remember to link that down below. And it is knit with, this is some Andi yarn. I tried to dye yarn again, and you know, I'm not as good at it as Bobby is, my husband from here in Colors Dye Works. You know, I tried to make a pretty variegated yarn with some burgundies and some mustards, and it just turned to mud. When you look up close, you can see all those colors in it, and it's gorgeous in its own aspect. And you wouldn't have known that I messed it up if I didn't tell you. But see, it's not what I had envisioned. So, is it still beautiful? Absolutely. Does it look great with this? 100%. Can you still see all of the ebbs and flows of the colors in there? Sort of, not 100%. But it's not what I achieved, but it works with this. And I think it's going to make a really gorgeous fall colored hat. I've dubbed this Dr. Pepper because when I went in and pulled the lid off of the dye pan, that's what it looked like. It looked like Dr. Pepper. It looked like somebody poured Dr. Pepper on my yarn. So yeah, that is pretty much all I've been working on. You know, I have a whole bunch of whips. I've got a new cast on that I did for a class. I cast on a doodle. I'm going to do a cryptid doodle for Bobby, my husband. I am going to be casting on my Rhinebeck 2026 sweater this weekend. Yeah, you heard that right. Andi the Knittress is going to go to Rhinebeck next year. Fingers crossed and everything works out. My friends locally are, you know, twisting my arm and making me go. And I think that it's going to be wonderful. So we are all going to make the Kintra by Kriabia. Kriabia, I don't know how to say it. We're going to make the Kintra, but I'm going to steek mine into a cardigan because I love steeking, apparently. And they're making me get out of my comfort zone and travel, and so I'm going to make them get out of their comfort zone and steek a sweater. So I will have popped a picture in here. Sorry about the adjustment of the screen, but I had to fix things and eyeball it. Yeah, so I am casting that on this weekend actually, because we are going up to Diamond Lake, which is a really lovely resort. And a gorgeous lake at the top of the mountain from here, and we're going to hang out in a cabin and knit all weekend. It's like my unofficial knitting retreat that I want to host yearly because we have this beautiful place up there. Yeah, so I think that's about it for what I'm working on. Let me check my notes. I am going to cast on the West Knits MCal, so are you doing it? You want to join me? We should do it. You should do it together. I love it. It's awesome. I really enjoy it every year doing that, and I highly encourage anybody who's on the fence about it to just do it. You don't have to buy fancy yarn. Go dig through your stash, pull out some skeins. I even heard Stephen West say that you could potentially use like a self-striping as one of your yarns on his little Instagram live the other day. So yeah, shop news. Oh my gosh, am I busy in the shop. We have classes, and we've been having trunk shows, and we're going to do the MCAL. We're going to have a little party every Thursday for that. My anniversary is coming up. The shop is going to be 2 years old. It's been almost 2 years that I have been in this space. Last October or 2 Octobers ago is when I was like putting the shop together, and then I opened in November. So I'm so excited to have that. So we're going to have like deals and sales, and we're going to have a little party in November. But October is full of classes and knit-alongs, and I also have some of my Halloween countdown boxes left. I think there's like 2 left in the shop. So if you want one of those, go snag it. These are going to ship out the first week of October, and you open them on the 19th through the 31st. You will get 13 stitch markers that are all bats, and they were designed, the art is by Jean Ann of Positively Yarny. There's a skein of yarn in here from Fiona K Knits. There is a spooky little tree to hold all of your stitch markers in there. There is stickers and goodies and a bookmark and a keychain and lots of stuff in there. So, and shipping is included. So if you want one, go snag one. I do believe there's only 2 left on the website. So get that if you want. We've got some classes coming up in the shop. We got some new yarn for that. A friend of mine is going to be teaching a Hexie-Carty class in the shop, which is going to be super interesting for me because I usually teach all the classes, and I think it's going to be nice to let go of the reins and just kind of organize the things and not have to. It's going to be nice to delegate. That's what business owners are supposed to do, right? They're not supposed to do every single thing, right? Tell that to my boss, which is me. Yeah. So I'm just having a really good time. I'm going to do Vlogtober, so that is coming up in a few days, so look out for that. This video might actually go up I'm hoping to get this up by Friday, but we will see if that works out. I don't know, because I am going away this weekend, so that means that I would have to like edit this tonight and pre-upload it. I don't know. I usually have to wait a while for the videos to load up into the cloud so I can do it on my computer. Anyway, I'm rambling. I hope that you all are having a great time with your crafts, and because I am. It's just, they bring me so much joy. Until we meet again, take life one stitch at a time.